All right, this is Jamarhl Crawford. I'm a current candidate for Boston City Council, District 7. Right now we're in Grove Hall, beautiful uptown Grove Hall, as the good folks from Touch 106.1 call it. And what we're gonna do is give you a little brief tour of our campaign headquarters, what we have dubbed the Hood Hub HQ. And the reason we're calling that is because we're inviting everybody out there. If you got something positive that you're doing in the community, bring your information, bring your literature. If you're out in the community doing something, get out to vote, the petition to raise the minimum wage or what have you, feel free. Mi casa, su casa, come on by, kick your feet up, what have you. So first of all, just in terms of changing the way we think, if you notice here, we have the flags of many of the nations that are represented within our community. So these are all the nations and the cultures represented in our community. Not all, but many of them. And we'll have some more flags up there soon. You'll notice the Cape Verdean flag is missing. That's because I couldn't get it off the stick. There's a couple of others we're gonna have going up here. So stay tuned, more flags will come. If your flag is not up there, feel free to holler at your brother. Bring me a flag, we'll put it up. All right, then also too, we have some of the campaign stuff that's out here. Other people who are running campaigns and whatnot, I've invited them to come and use the space surrounding the office for their campaigns, as long as it's a positive campaign. We want to be on board, just for the fact of not really, well, some people we are supporting, but the bottom line is that people need to make their own choice. So I just want people in my community to be aware of the choices, and then it's up to them to make their own decisions. So now on and on. So here, of course, we have, the poster that we've been using for the campaign with the instructions for the write-in sticker ballot. So you either write my name in the blank space, or you'll get a sticker that we'll give you from the campaign, and you'll stick it right on that line. Of course, the day to vote is Tuesday, November 5th. Either write me in or place a sticker. If you look up here, of course, another reminder to vote Tuesday, November 5th. And what you have up there is all of our means of contact. JamarhlCrawford.com. I know my name is spelt a little strange, so we tried to make it easier for you. JCForD7.com. If that's too difficult, Roxbury.com. And if you can't remember that, you probably aren't going to vote anyway. And if you need resources and information and services, you need help. You have an elder person who needs services. You know a woman who's suffering from domestic violence. You know a child who needs an after-school program. I want you to go look on District7Boston.com. District7Boston.com. My phone number is 857-574-5227. You can call me any hour of the day or night. If I am not in a dead sleep, or unless I'm in the shower or something, I answer the phone. As long as I can hear it and get to it, I answer the phone. All right? If you're on Twitter, get at me at JCForD7. If you're on Facebook, which is not up there, it's Elect Jamarhl Crawford on Facebook. And then, of course, the email, JamarhlCrawfordD7@gmail.com. So check that out. Now on to here, Boston Black Agenda. So the Boston Black Agenda, we put this information out to solicit the input of our community to deal with, how best to deal with the problems that we have in our city. So if you log on to BostonBlackAgenda.com, you can leave your ideas and input your ideas about issues from our community and what your suggestions are to deal with it, as well as a separate thing is questions for the candidates, because we're producing a candidates questionnaire that will come out next week before the election. The agenda will come out after the election, so whoever the mayor is, we're able to hand them a hard copy document of all the ideas pertaining to our issues. BostonBlackAgenda.com, check that out. Here you see another example of the sample ballot for the write-in sticker campaign. We know that write-in sticker campaigns are notoriously difficult because people are confused about how to do it. We wanted to demystify that process by providing live instructions like this, clear tutorials. We have several videos up on YouTube and whatnot, and on my site, once again, JamarhlCrawford.com or Roxbury.com, tutorials up and all that. Now above that, and this is very important, above that what you'll see is the number 117. From our community newspaper that we do, the Blackstonian, we came up with this analysis of how many shootings have taken place since the Boston Marathon in order to highlight the disparities in the way that responses to violence are done when the victims are white or it happens in a white area, as opposed to what happens in our communities, unfortunately, far too often. So he was the 117th person to get shot since the Boston Marathon. In his case, he was shot and killed, unfortunately. We know his mother, Sister Patty Lee. We know his family, the Lee family. And our prayers are with the family of Amir Prince Ariel Lee. And on Tuesday, October 22nd, at Boylston Street, on the 2-month anniversary of his unfortunate and tragic slaying, there will be a rally there in his honor and in his memory. So that's that. Now come on and walk with me. Now over here, you see the red, black, and green flag. That's crucially important, created by the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey. It's a flag. People say, what's that flag stand for? It stands for all of us. All people scattered out, no matter where you from. The brother holding the camera is from Haiti. My people are from Jamaica and Cape Verde. And here in America as well, descended from, you know, the southern migration of slaves to the north, so on and so forth. The bottom line is the one thing that binds us is this principle of this one nation. Red, black, and green is a flag that encompasses all those flags that you saw hanging on the line, and it's something that we could all rally under, and it stands for unity and Pan-Africanism. And I'm a black nationalist and a Pan-Africanist, and hence you have the red, black, and green. Here, you have my good brother Nkrumah, who has just created the Institute of Pan-African Studies. He is a member and the Boston representative of the All African People's Revolutionary Party. If you don't know what that is, you need to look up, go on the internet and Google Kwame Nkrumah. K-W-A-M-E-N-K-R-U-M-A-H. The All African People's Revolutionary Party. Check it out. Good stuff, more information, particularly for your children. So now, let's go on. Oh no, pardon me, I was neglectful of something. Get a shot of this area here and this grass and whatnot. Okay, now this lot was cleaned up by my good neighbor and friend. Come on with me. And look at this. Look at, she cleaned it up. She's a landscaper, cleaned it up. Plants out here were looking good. All right, and so shout outs right here to Holly Contracting Incorporated. All right, Holly Contracting, Construction and Landscaping. Her number is 617-361-1145. And also too, I would also like to shout out the owner. How you doing, sis? The owner of this land, my good brother Cher, who's the owner of Roxbury Rotisserie, right over there. And if you haven't already, go over there and get you a delicious, hot, fresh, healthy meal. Rotisserie chicken, vegetables, home cooked, no pork. It's a beautiful thing. Black owned, small business, family business, right here in our community in Grove Hall. So that's that. So now let's take a spot in the trailer. Okay, also one more thing too I want to show is also too, this beautiful piece of land in the middle of Grove Hall is also for sale. All right, so the land is for sale. If you're interested in purchasing this property and you got guap like that, then call 855-879-4663. Jonathan Bowen Real Estate. This property is for sale. He's also on Twitter at John Bowen, J-O-N Bowen. Jonathan Bowen Real Estate, 855-879-4663. If you're interested in buying a lot, stop asking me the price. I'm not the real estate agent. Jonathan Bowen is, all right? But hopefully you got money together or you have access to money. Don't call the brother and waste the man's time with a whole bunch of questions. And even if he told you it was worth, he would sell it for $800, you got 40, all right? Stop playing out there, all right? So now let's come on and let's go in the trailer and do a little tour of inside the trailer. So now here we are inside the trailer. You have the map of District 7, which is obviously the district that we're in and the district that I'm running for, Boston City Council for. And what you see here outlines with the kind of red line, that is District 7. All this in here, the different wards and precincts. And obviously, we are going in on it with a map. I wish I had on one of my military-looking hats so I could tell you, we will come in through here and we will go down here. All right, so that's how we're doing it like that. Now, if we take a look around the office too, I just want people to get a note, like, we do things differently. So first of all, if you come here, whether you're a voter, whether you're not, if you're just tired, everybody can get a water, a mint, a banana. I keep fresh fruit in here for the kids or whoever may need it. If you're a senior citizen and you're walking back from Stop and Shop and you feel like you just can't make it, well, guess what? You can come up in here and have a chair, kick your feet up, read some material or what have you, and have some of our refreshments. That's just one of the things we do with all the stuff we do. Over here, of course, we have voter registration forms. Today is actually the deadline, so this will be the last day. Voter registration forms. Today is October 16th, and the deadline is at 8 p.m. As you see over here, we have stacks on stacks on stacks, right? So we have all sorts of information for the community. We have the Community United Political Action Committee, which I call CUPAC, like Tupac, right? And this is something that they put out. I helped them. Obviously, I do newspaper printing and whatnot, so I helped them out with that. This is something, RISE, we had printed up years ago, and it's still pertinent. Resources, Information, Services, and Employment. What you need to know and where to access opportunities in your city and state. This is a community survival guide to resources, information, services, and employment. So that's RISE. Of course, you have my campaign newspaper, which gives you all the information about me, platform, photographs, bio, the whole sheboinkin. And once again, you'll note the instructions right here on how to do a write-in or sticker vote. Then also, too, over here you see the Boston Black Agenda, which we already talked about outside. There's a newspaper for that, too, not only explaining why we need a Boston Black Agenda in this day and time, but also giving you the history of black agendas, because it started back in the 70s in Gary, Indiana. So that's a little bit of history for you. All right. Then also, too, we have our handy-dandy, swag-tastic JC for D7 bracelets. All right. And on it says, of the people, for the people, and then the website, jcford7.com. Okay, now if we go over here into the West Wing, first of all, you'll notice these very classy plants you see here, given to us by the Boston Society of Vulcans, and we appreciate you adding your little bit of feng shui to my environment. We like that. Then over here, this is all the work stuff. So we have boards. These boards will be transformed into signs. We have this big metal grate, which is a sign holder. We have an extra desk here in case somebody comes in with a laptop. You see, we have rake, broom, and shovel. Why? Because we maintain and clean this area, but not just this area. Any area that we occupy or use, you have to clean it up because our community deserves the best. So we clean up. Over here, you'll see the signs that we have that are going out, stores near you. If you own a business in this area and you would be nice enough and kind enough to have my sign in your window, please contact us. Once again, the phone number is 857-574-5227. Contact us, and if you would let me put a sign in your establishment, I'd greatly appreciate it. You see this ladder here, that's how we hung up the flags and did all the decorations on the outside. More chairs and tables. Here you'll see flyers from other organizations and individuals who are doing something positive. I told people that anything you have positive, you bring it here, we'll put it on display. Here you see our wonderful, beautiful sign-in list, which will become more and more filled as the days go on, and giving people an opportunity to say, hey, I was here in this office, because we are making history. This has never been done before, never been seen before, and we're trying to do things. Once again, one of the major themes of the campaign is that I am different, and I am indeed different. One more thing I want to point out to you is this right here. This is the People's Poll. The People's Poll. It's an informal poll, but what we're asking is we put this up in barbershops and variety stores and so on around the community. And what we're asking people is, if you come in, who are you most likely to vote for? So if you would vote for Tito Jackson, you put a check under Tito. And you do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 for the strike. If you're doing Tito, if you do me, then you do that. Okay? And if you can't find one of these at the locations, log on to our website, thatorthis.info, and sign in and leave your information there. So with that, I think that's a nice little tour of the campaign office. But yeah, we're doing work, and we're striving to be out here and having a presence and being visible and continuing what we've already done, which is, you know, our community work. And it's all grassroots and organic from the bottom up. And so that's how we do things. Thank you for listening. Once again, my name is Jamarhl Crawford, current candidate for Boston City Council District 7. Check out the website, jamarhlcrawford.com, jcford7.com, or roxbury.com. Check me out. Peace.